Vitality is our ability to have spiritual, emotional, mental, and physical bliss. Some call it paradise. We call it a game.
Hey all my Crimsonites, and welcome to the Crimson Cure channel, where we embrace our femininity, increase our womanly value, and celebrate our brothers. So join me on our feminine journey to learn, heal, and grow. Hey there, my Crimsonites, and welcome to the Crimson Cure channel. I am your host, femininity coach, and author of the Crimson Cure, and this is my perspective. So what are we talking about? And I promise you guys, I am not picking on April Mason. I'm not picking on that woman, but I do have to go back because she said so many things, and even in a video and then in a live stream, I couldn't cover it all. But this one is why I named it How Black Women Go From Boss Chick to Side Chick real quick. There's a straight line, a beeline, if you will, from boss chick to side chick. I want you to listen to this really short clip. Shout out again to the lead attorney for this clip. It's real short. Just want you to listen to something she say, and then we'll be back with my perspective. Let me go ahead and share the screen.
Did she work 4 and 5 jobs? There's no way I could be with a man that wanted me to work every day, take care of the kids, and be his sex kitten, his sexy vixen, his confidant, his peaceful place, and all of those things. Mm-hmm. So that's why I tell women, you got to decide on what kind of man that you want and understand not all of them, but the majority.
I'm going to run that back.
When you became self-sufficient for yourself, that type of man don't need you for what you're selling him.
Right.
So now that you understand this, what are you going to do to become more of the divine feminine energy woman? They don't want to do that part because to them it feels weak. But you're coming to the table saying, I want this high 6, 7, 8-figure earning man. And when you became self-sufficient for yourself, that type of I could be with a man that wanted me to work every day, take care of the kids, and be his sex kitten, his sexy vixen, his confidant, his peaceful place, and all of those things.
Okay. So y'all heard that for yourselves. She said no way she could be with a man that wanted her to work every day, take care of the kids, take care of all his household stuff, and be his sexy vixen, his kitten, and his peaceful place, and all of this sort of stuff. Gonna have to knock it off. I'm sorry. I am not trying to be mean, but gotta knock it off. Because those things that were named were the basic things that being a woman called for. See, historically, Black women have always worked some sort of job, some sort of occupation, whether it was part-time, just a little bit, cleaning Miss Ann's house, whatever the case may have been, babysitting, whatever the case may have been, Black women have usually had to go out there and work. Our foremothers worked. Most of them worked. Not all of them, but most of them, especially prior to entitlement programs and Section 8s and welfares and all this other type of stuff. Like prior to that stuff, like Black women were working, married with children, whose men were working. Okay? And her, income was supplemental to the household. Her husband had control of it because it was all going into one pot for the benefit of the family. And yes, she was expected to do that and manage and take care of the children just as well as any mother that was staying at home, and raise those children properly raise those children according to the vision and the structure and the leadership of her husband. She was expected to cook and clean at her own house. I don't care how she cooked and cleaned at Miss Ann's house all day. She was expected to have, I don't care if she had to put it in a slow cooker or if she had to cook it that night before and make sure that all she had to do was come home and warm it, or whatever system was developed for that to make it a little bit easier. She had to do that. And yeah, her husband wanted sex from her. Roll over. I don't care about you being tired. Roll over and we gonna do this. That's woman's stuff. That's women's jobs. And this is why these boss chicks are side chicks. Because didn't black women fight for the right to do that? You wanted it all. You said you could be a career woman and that there was no reason why getting married and having children and all this kind of stuff should preclude you from also being a boss chick, a CEO, and this, that, and the third. You wanted it all. Now everybody put it all on your plate. Now all of a sudden it's too much on your plate and you can't eat it and you can't get through with it. I'm gonna need black women to figure out what they want to do. Stop capping and figure it out. You the one wanted to be everything. I'm every woman. It's all in me. Anything you want done, baby. Okay? Y'all said that. Now do it. Or shut up about it. And come drop down and come clean and say, I can't do all of this. And then pick. You want to be a boss chick or you want to be a wife? Which one you want to be? And we know you don't want to really work and pay no significant bills, because when you call Kevin's show, he asked, that's one of his staple questions. Do you want to pay significant bills after a baby? And most women say no. So you want a man to retire you. You fought to be able to do all of this stuff. Now you're mad. Now you couldn't be with a man that would want you to do all of this stuff. You the one, black women said y'all could do it all. You said that. He was trying to tell you you couldn't do it all. No, we strong and we independent and we know how to do it. Okay. The thing about it is that men want the woman first. Her other skills as it pertains to mobility, education, profession, leisure, and wealth are all gravy, and they are all bonuses and tools that he's going to use to their benefit. However, he doesn't ever want her to lose sight of her duty as a woman, and it cannot be lost. See, her purpose can never be lost. I don't care what other skill sets and things that she knows and things that she can add as value to the thing. All of those things are wonderful. They awesome. If she know how to move around in certain circles in certain areas, that's beautiful. All of that can be utilized, right, to everybody's benefit. But at the same time, her purpose can never be lost. And that purpose is the duty to her family and to her husband. And her womanhood is the root of that purpose. That's where it all stems from. Boss chicks are side chicks because, number one, she's too masculine most of the time. Number two, she doesn't come back to the purpose which was aforementioned, which is, again, the duty to her husband and family before anything else. It comes before the career. It comes before the businesses. It comes before all of that other stuff. Your purpose is to serve the Most High. And secondly, you are a woman's purpose is men. Women's purpose is a men. Not to be men, but to serve your man. That's what you was built for. That's what we were built to do. All of that other stuff is gravy because of the society and the world we live in. But your purpose is always has been the same purpose that women's purpose has been since time immemorial. It didn't change. You letting society and feminism and gynocentrism tell you that your purpose is now different than what it was 100 years ago or 1,000 years ago. But the reality is it's not, because men's purposes have not changed. So why do you think yours changed? And this is why the boss chick is the side chick, because she's the plaything. He knows she's not going to come back to her purpose. It's too difficult to get boss chicks out of the mindset of competing with him and having these eggplant swinging contests with him. He know that. He know that. She too busy trying to go dollar for dollar, and you know, she too consumed with all of that, and she's not gonna settle herself once she has contributed what I need her to contribute to see forth this vision and to see that come to fruition. And then I want her to taper back and be a mother and a wife. She's not going to be satisfied with that. Too often, that's the case. She's not going to be satisfied with dialing back on the career stuff and dialing up on the wife stuff and the mother stuff without complaining about it's too hard. Men of worth and of value want the one thing that they cannot produce on their own, and that is the feminine energy, the feminine purpose. That's the one thing he can't do. That's the one thing he can't generate. And that's why boss chicks be side chicks, because she can't generate it either. Not to a sufficient level, not sufficient enough to become the wife. This is what Black women miss when they become these so-called boss chicks. This is what Becky understands. Because let's take, for instance, Bill and Melinda Gates. She's not a boss because that's what she was when he met her. He made her that. He taught her that. He taught her everything he knew to help him. It was to his benefit that he did it. Bill Gates don't want for nothing, especially monetarily, especially materialistically. He don't want for nothing. But he didn't marry a boss chick. He married a wife. And then he made her in order to do what? Help him. Not to help some other man reach his dream and see his vision, or work under some other boss, or work under some other guy's company or anything like that. He built her to deal with him and Microsoft and all of that until he retired as the CEO. She's a wife. She did what? Raised them kids. What she did. I can teach you as you raise them. I don't need you to be putting business first. I put business first. This is my baby. This is my vision. This is my empire that I'm building. You just helping me do it. And your help is well appreciated, but I don't need you to put that first. I've already put it first. And y'all too busy being boss chicks. That's why you side chicks. Y'all forever gonna be the chick that, you know, almost made it, but almost ain't good enough. $99.50 won't do. You're missing the key ingredient. Your femininity and the knowledge of your feminine purpose. It's the one thing he can't do, and the one thing he looks for women to do, and most Black women can't deliver. Anyway, sound off in the comment section. Let me know what you think. Like, share, subscribe to the channel if you have not. Once again, I'm your host of Crimson Cure, and this was my perspective. Bye-bye, Crimsonites.
Hey guys, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. And if you've got more to say on the topic, leave a comment down below. Also, don't forget to support our sponsor, who so graciously supports this channel by clicking the description box and the link for A-Game at agameherbal.com. You can go ahead and get a 10% discount off of your next purchase using the code Kendra10. This has been yet another Crimson Cure production, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.